We got, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bruh. Big Daddy Cactus. Alright, so Big Daddy Cactus, Big Daddy Cactus, Big Daddy Cactus.
Can we move on?
What up, everybody? How's everything going tonight? Yes, it's just a casual stream. Yes, we're just going to be talking about art again on today's stream. So, I will open up a few packs for myself tonight. I did swing by... hold on, let me just turn down the music a little bit. A little bit. Turn down the music a little bit. There we go. I did swing by Walmart, and I did see that they had some Shrouded Fable. So, I picked up a triple blister for myself, which I'll be saving for Sunday as a warm-up packs. Because I really wanted to open up this tonight. So at some point tonight, I'm going to open up this this Kingdra EX box. But the main focus tonight is, of course, we're going to talk about all the art ranking and talking about the art of Shrouded Fable and where I'd rank it on my tier list. But yeah, we're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna rank stuff. I'm gonna say hi to Jonathan86, part of the John Gang. Welcome in, Jonathan, and all the rest of the John Gang that might pop in tonight. Marshall, what's going on? Marshall says art and salute to you, sir. All right. Dardar, welcome in. Hope you're good. But yeah, guys, so let me just take these off for a second. So if you're not familiar with these art ranking streams, what I typically do is I make a tier maker list for you guys. I pinned it at the top of the chat. So if you want to follow along tonight and kind of make your own tier maker list, I create the format. I download all the pictures from PokeBeach, right? And then I put it in a tier maker list, so that's what I use. So you guys can follow along tonight if you want to. If for whatever reason the pinned comment's not popping up for you in your chat box, which has the link to the tier maker list to make your own list, there's also a link in the community post from a couple hours ago. So you can also find the link there. Yo, we also got Cookies in here. Cookies, welcome in. Again, Cookies, I'm just letting everybody know. I know these aren't like my hop-in streams because I don't really have a schedule for these. I usually try to do it before a set releases, usually a little bit further in advance before a set releases, but it just, time got away from me. And I know the set released today. Well, technically I know it released today, and some of you have been able to find product as early as like Wednesday or even Tuesday, some of you guys out there at your Walmarts or Targets or whatever. So yeah, so we're just going to talk about the artwork. I'm going to rank them. I'll talk about some things in terms of like artistic things that I look for, because if you guys don't know, I work on video games, I work with artists, I work with graphic designers and things like that. So like some of the comments that I might give to an artist, like I might mention here, like, oh, like this, I love the brightness of this, or I think this is too dark, I wish you had lightened this up, or you know, and I give positives and negatives. So I try to look at it, I try to give positives and negatives for everything. Like even if there's a card artwork that I don't really like, and there might be some that I even grade an F, but I still try to tell you like what I at least liked that they tried. And then sometimes there's just my bias will come in here at some points with certain arts that I'm just like, oh, I hate this Pokemon, I'm sorry. Like my personal bias is coming in here, guys. Like ding, 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 ding. Your alarm should be going off that. Yes, I sometimes do let my personal bias like also affect the grade of how I rank these things as well. So yeah. Dardar's getting both you guys are shouting out each other. Dardar, appreciate you. Both of you guys, you and Cookies. I got 2 full art trainers and the Dusclops already. Yo, that's nice. Okay. Dardar's asking, how you doing, Cookies? Cookies says, you're awesome, Cactus. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm chilling. You, Dar. So you guys are, all right, cool. Catching up with each other. I like to see it. All right, so let me show you how I have this set up. If you're new to the channel, I'll give you a rundown here of how I have it set up. If you've been to one of these streams before, again, I'm just going to show you right here real quick. It should work here if I press my... Nah, here we go. Okay, so you guys can see on your screen there how I have all the trainer galleries. I have all of the, like, you know, the golds, the full arts, the SIRs, even though there's not that many of them. So, like, all that stuff's there. Like, I try to have all that there. So we're gonna go with this. You can see, if I put something in S tier, that means it's like, I think it's like, it's absolutely amazing. There's probably nothing I would change because it's so amazing. Like, it blows my mind. And I would put it in S tier. If it's A tier, it's basically, it's close to S. It's just maybe there's like 1 or 2 minor things I would have changed that keeps it from an S rank. Like, S is like the absolute, obviously, the top tier. Like, it's literally, of course, it's the top tier because it's at the top. B ranking is still very good. It just means that there's a couple more things I wish I would have changed to make it an A or an S. Like the average grade for most full arts, like I start all full arts and golds off at the C tier because, you know, full arts and golds, they don't really have any sort of like background, obviously, that I can critique. So I feel like you're gonna see that most times I'll start off with full arts and golds at the C ranking, and then I'll be like, okay, is the colors of this, is the details of this full art enough to push it up into B tier? Maybe, or even possibly A tier. I don't think I've ever really, I haven't really done that too much for full arts or golds, but it could happen. But also with full arts, it could be worse. I'd be like, okay, this full art starts off with a C, but like the colors are just atrocious. I would not have chose these colors for this Pokemon. I don't know why they did that. So then I would move it down to a D or F tier. You just got home from a walk. I'm trying to walk a mile a day. Nice. Okay. Team Pokemon, welcome in. Welcome in. You guys are shouting at each other, everybody out. Appreciate you guys. But so again, if you're popping in here now, pinned at the top of the chat or in my community post, I have a link for this tier maker list that I created for you guys that you can make your own. You can post it to your followers, to your Discord, to your community, whatever you want to do. It's all up to you. I took these photos from Poke Beach, so I got to give credit to them for it. But yeah, if you guys can see on your screen, right? So I have the tier maker list. We're going to start with all the trainer gallery hits. I'm not going to talk about the promos. Okay, so like, obviously, I love the Kingdra promo. I was able to snag this literally 2 hours ago at my Walmart. I grabbed pizza. I even still have my Coca-Cola here on my desk. I got pizza because the Domino's there is right by there. Grabbed the pizza, hopped into Walmart, ran in. All they had in terms of the premium collections or the special illustration collections was the Kingdra. This was the only box left. Why do I bring that up? It's because I'm not going to talk about these 2 promos in this art ranking. I think we can all agree that this Kingdra and the Greninja, though, are like S tier. So I'm one of those people, I'm going to say it right off the bat before the stream even like we really get into all the artworks, that would have been S tier for me. I agree with a lot of you that say that they should have been the set. I think they should have maybe taken out those. I think they should have used the Monkey Dory, Okie Dokie, and whatever, those 3 art rares, the regular art rares, as like promo, like in the King Gambit boxes, and put those 2 SARs in the set. I'm also really confused about how, if you guys look at this set, there's only the 1 SAR trainer, but there's 4 full art trainers, so only the Cassiopeia got an SAR trainer, which is a little weird to me. I think that would have helped the set if it just had more SARs in it. I don't really particularly understand it, especially when I watched Danny Phantom's video the other day where he was opening up like 300 packs or something, and I think he pulled, excuse me, sorry, it's the Coca-Cola. I think he pulled all the SARs even before he got all the regular art rares. I mean, you got to think about that. When you can pull all of the SARs before all the regular art rares in a set, that's pretty wild in my opinion. I think that's pretty whack. So I feel like there's a lot of things wrong with this set. I'm not really going to go in hard on this set. I'm waiting for an order from Smoke and Mirrors to come in. I did order a set of the Kingdra and Greninja boxes. I ordered a case of the King Gambit boxes, and I ordered a couple triple pack blisters. So I'm hoping that it'll arrive tomorrow. Otherwise, I won't be able to do a Shrouded Fable stream on Sunday. It'll have to be something else. By the way, welcome in Kimberly Clark. Welcome in. And I was really hoping to do a Shrouded Fable stream at least on Sunday, but if it's not this Sunday, it'll have to be next Sunday. But I'm not gonna hide it from you guys. The Shrouded Fable set is a pretty huge disappointment to me. I'm really gonna basically be doing this only one break for Shrouded Fable, and then maybe try to collect all the singles. And you can fit all the singles, I think, in a 4-slot binder, because a 4-slot binder has 160 slots. And I calculated everything up, guys. I even wrote it down on an energy card here. Let me just give you. And we're gonna get to the art, I promise. But so there's 56. There's 56 regular cards times 2 for all the reverses for those 56 cards. That's 112. There's only 6 EXs, 3 A-Specs, 15 art rares, 6 full art Pokemon, 4 full art trainers. You got 4 SAR Pokemon, 1 SAR trainer, the Cassiopeia, and then there's 5 golds. If you add all that up, without counting, and I think, if you add all that up, it's 156. If you add in the 4 promos, the Greninja, Kingdra, King Gambit, and the Petulant from the triple pack blister, that's exactly 160. So if you wanted to, you could technically fit all of these cards, everything I just said, into a 4-slot, 160 card slot Voltex binder. And that's crazy to me. That's not a special set. That's barely a half of a normal set. So it's just whack. It's whack, guys. But I do love this promo, man. I saw this box at Walmart tonight, and even though I know, like I said, I have a set of Kingdra and Greninja box coming from Smoke and Mirrors, I saw it, and it was perfectly centered. It looks beautiful. It has the wave design. It has the wave design of like that famous Japanese woodblock art painting. So it's just phenomenal. It's fantastic. Squirtle Gang coming in here. Squirtle Gang, appreciate you coming in here. Kimberly Clark says Greninja's my fave. Greninja, the Greninja is amazing, but I can't talk about those promos because it's technically not part of the actual set itself. It's a promo. So I wish I could talk about it because I would put it in S tier, both of them. I would, absolutely, 100%. But guys, let's get going here. Let me go over to the Tapu Bulu so we can see this here. Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu. So in terms of, we're just gonna start off here. I like the colors. I like the setup of it. But is it like super exciting? I'm gonna say no, not really. And this is where you feel free to put in the chat if you want to, like what your ranking is going to be. That's what most people in these streams do. I'm just going to personally say it's not my, hold on, Discord's bugging. Let me just X that out. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Discord be bugging. Tapu Bulu is more like a C for me. More like a C. I like the colors, as I said. It's just not my favorite. Squirtle Gang says B-. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? Here's one other thing I should have said. Let me see if I can get a piece of paper, because I know some of you guys are gonna laugh at me, or Luna Blue Rose, or some of you guys like Limpy popping in here. Appreciate you. Let me draw something out here real quick, because I mentioned this rule in some of these cards that you'll probably be like. Again, some of you guys are going to laugh at me that you know this rule already if you've been in one of my art streams before, but let me draw it out for you, okay? So you guys kind of know what I'm talking about here, okay? Now, this is what's called the rule of thirds, okay? And I know I drew this on a piece of paper towel here. Okay, so if you have a painting or if you have a picture, there's something called the rule of thirds. Okay, so if you took that picture, like the whole this box here is the picture, right? If you drew 2 lines down equidistant from each other down the middle and horizontally, where those lines intersect is where our eyes naturally are drawn to in a picture. Whenever you look at a picture or painting, our eyes naturally go towards the corners of things. We don't. like if you just put like the subject in the middle of a picture, that's a very it's very boring for the eyes. Even if you're not a trained artist, graphic artist, photographer, whatever, that's kind of a boring thing. So you'll notice how a lot of painters will put the subject, the person, the subject for their painting might be a sailboat. Like if they do a landscape painting, they don't want to put the sailboat right in the dead center of the image here. They want to put like the sailboat up over here, like coming down from crashing down from a wave, because that's visually interesting, right? Now, having said that, so that's the rule of thirds. Usually you want to follow that rule of thirds no matter what you are in the art world. Like I said, photographer, graphic designer, you know, you work with pastels, whatever it is, you usually try to follow that rule. But sometimes there are occasions where an artist will purposely not follow the rule of thirds for a reason. So I'm not saying you have to always follow that rule, but it's basically a consistent rule that you'll hear about in all forms of artistic mediums, is the rule of thirds. So I will mention that at some points during the stream, and that's what I'm talking about when I talk about that. Okay, so there we go. There we go. All right. Let's go back to, we can see the next one here. The next one, of course, is going to be, hold on, let me click it here so I can go to the next one. We have the Houndoom. Okay, the Houndoom. I love this card. I love the colors. This is what would call, in the artistic world, you would call this more of it's referred to as a monochromatic piece. Mono meaning one color, chromatic meaning like it kind of has the same chrome, the same shades of one color, monochromatic. Okay, so besides the little bit of red, like in the eyes and the streaks of red because he's charging at something, it's basically a monochromatic piece. We're talking like shades of like gray. I mean, there are some blacks in here, but this is a very monochromatic piece. I love the energy of this piece. I love how you can see all the Houndooms like in the silhouettes like behind it. Like it's all like, it gives it really great depth with this card. So I love all those aspects of it. You can even see that Houndoom that's like hunched over in the background, and you can see like the whip of the tail kind of coming back. And then you also get these like little like kind of flecks of red with these kind of like some of these leaves that are like that are screaming by are also have some pop of red in it. So I really do like this a lot. Is it S tier for me? No, but I would definitely put Houndoom. Absolutely deserves A tier. And as this stream goes on, I might move some things around. I might say, you know what? I don't know if I really like it in B tier. Maybe it should be an A tier. So there are some occasions where I do move things around a little bit. And I will say, oh, okay, maybe there's going to be another A ranking card here coming up soon. And I might say, huh, is that better than the Houndoom? I think I'm going to put that higher, like more in the A plus range. And Houndoom is going to be pushed down a little further. So there's also that at play with these art ranking streams. But Houndoom for me is definitely A rank for sure. Absolutely. Squirtle Gang says, Shadow Effect is very cool. Yeah, absolutely. 100% very cool. Smoking Sharp, welcome in. We're just talking about the artwork stuff. But yeah, the streak of red, very cool. Absolutely, Kimberly, I agree. Pulled it last pack magic yesterday. I love it, says Charmcraft. Yeah, it's stunning. And I haven't even seen it in person yet. I'm just going on the artwork itself here, right? So I like it. I like it a lot. Definitely A rank for sure. And if you do pull it, it's probably fantastic in person, like Charmcraft said. So absolutely, 100%. Let's go to the next one. The next one, of course, it looks like it's gonna be the Horsey. I really like this a lot too. I saw Rev pull this in one of his videos the other day. I think I did. Did Danny pull this in his video the other day? I think he did. Yes, I'm pretty sure he did. But it's hard for me to remember Danny's video a little bit more because he was opening 300 packs in like an hour-long video. So, and I didn't watch the whole hour long. That would have been wild. I was kind of skimming through it and watching a few minutes here, a few minutes there kind of thing. But I like this Horsey a lot. It does follow the rule of thirds quite closely. If you do draw the two lines like I was telling you guys, the head of the Horsey is basically following you like right where your eyes are kind of drawn up kind of a little bit to where the Horsey's kind of leaning back. It's a cute artwork. Great job on the colors. Great job on the bubbles. I love the reflections of the water that you can see up above, kind of filtering down through the water and hitting the coral. You can see on the color design of the coral at the bottom, you can see that filtering of the light coming through. So like details like that, I love to see. So I give absolute props to the artists that go to that level of detail because it just makes the artwork that much better. And the more you look at this card, the more you can see like all the different corals down there. You can see the brain coral at the very bottom part of the image down there. Like if you brain coral, literally, like think of a brain and there's brain coral down there. So they have all kinds of things going on here. The only thing I would wish that this is what This almost could have been S tier. I almost wish that there was like maybe like more Horsies in the background. Like you can see like some silhouettes of Horsies, or maybe there was a Horsey like behind this Horsey down in the coral, wrapping its tail around some of the coral. Because in real life, you know how seahorses, they use their long tail to wrap around like coral or seaweed or things because they're terrible swimmers. Seahorses in real life, as you know, are terrible swimmers. So just something like that, I think, would have even brought even this regular art rare up to S tier for me, personally. So, but definitely A rank for me, absolutely. Do I think it's as good as the Houndoom, though? I don't think so. I think it goes below, but it's definitely A tier for me, without a doubt. I would definitely put it high up there. Horsey's just chilling. Yeah, the art style is great. I pulled it today, and the way Pokemon has been doing blue cards is amazing, but I love water Pokemon. Absolutely. 100% agree. The water-type Pokemon have been ruling in all the sets. Exactly. Like, they did a great job with this. They did a great job with some of the other ones. Like the Squirtle was great. I liked the Wartortle a lot. The Blastoise in 151 was a little bit of a letdown for me. I gotta be honest with you. A little bit of a letdown. That could have been better. But for the most part, yeah, a lot of these water types have been knocking out of the park. I will definitely say that, 100%. 100%, you know, I gotta say it. I gotta give credit where credit's due, you know what I'm saying? All right. Duskull, okay. Duskull, this evolution line is cool. Sometimes I love this kind of like thicker, cartoony style artwork with the really thick black lines. Sometimes I like it a lot. Sometimes I don't. Do I think it's kind of successful here? Sure. But guys, before I even look at the chat, I'm just gonna give you my gut reaction to Duskull is like, is it F tier? No. D tier? No. Is it C tier? No. I think the artwork is just good enough. It is following the rule of thirds, actually. So again, if you do the line thing, the Duskull is exactly in that upper right quadrant, or that corner there. So your eyes are definitely drawn to the Duskull here. And you know, I like the little notes of the little leaves and the trash can and the street light halo coming down on the poor little Duskull here, all by his lonesome self. So I'm gonna give it a B ranking. If I have to be like specific, I would put it more towards like mid to higher B ranking. Like it's fine. I wish if I was with this artist, I would have said like, can we do some more though? Because when you do such a simple art style, you really gotta like absolutely knock it out of the park, or you gotta give me like more stuff to look at, a little bit more interesting. Otherwise, it becomes a little too. When it becomes too simple, it almost becomes dull in how simple it is. Does that make sense? So I feel like it, like, again, like maybe if there was a Duskull, like you could see it in the corner of that house way in the background. You see those windows in that house way in the background? What if there was like two little pairs of like little red dots in the window? You would have been like, oh, yo, like, do you see that? Did you notice that? There's a Duskull, like, or like one of those windows is black and you can see like the little red dots of eyeballs, like the little pinkish red dots. Like, that's the kind of details I would ask the artist to do, like things like that. I mean, little things, but I like looking at art where I can go back and find something else that I didn't notice before. So that kind of stuff is what would be great for me to see. It's way better in person, I will say. JK, I pulled the Dusclops. Oh, you pulled the Dusclops. Okay, got it. All right. So guys, basically, you know how I feel about this Duskull. So I'm kind of gonna feel very similar to the other art rares in this set, in terms of the follow-up to evolutions of this line, right? Okay, so let's then move on to the next one here. Well, of course, I'm talking about the Dusclops. So if you pull the Dusclops, you've seen it. If it looks better in person, I'll have to go with you on this until I pull it for myself, or when I buy these singles up for my little Shrouded Fable binder that I'll do. Shout out to Voltex because I have a promo code with them. It's CactusVX if you want to save 10% on your next Voltex binder. CactusVX to save 10%. There you go. There's my shameless plug. Okay, Dusclops. Again, it's cool. It's cool. I like the colors. The little soccer ball. There's a little hose there. They even have like the little crisscross design of you guys. We all have a garden hose, or like we've watered plants or whatever. Like even like the little thing they could have forgotten to do the little crisscross pattern, like the little whatever you call this X pattern. They did little things like that, so I appreciate that. But again, it's just so simple that I just wish there was more. I wish there was more here, and but I'm still. It's not so bad that. Oh, and I forgot to put Duskull up there. So I'm also gonna put Dusclops right behind it because I think Duskull's a little bit better. Or maybe I'm gonna kind of count them all together as one, so they're all kind of together on my art ranking here. But again, it's fine. You know, share, guys, what you think your ranking would be in the chat here. Let me know what you think as we go through all of these, and feel free to drop your ranking in the list, and I'm going to try to go back and forth between because I want to see what you guys say. James and Elena, Juicy James, what's going on? What about the eyes in the sewer drain? Yeah, there could be eyes in the sewer drain. Like maybe that would be like an homage to It or something, right? I didn't even think about that. Like that could have been something. Yeah, there could have been like a Duskull like in the sewer. There could have been a Duskull in the house in the background, like the little eyeballs, like a Duskull like little eyeballs coming out of the tree. You know, like there could have been things. I just wanted more. Why is the horsey an A? That should be an S, says Luna. Luna's coming in here and she wants all water types to be S rank. Like S rank to me is like it's flawless. I wouldn't change anything, you know? Except for like maybe one teeny minor thing that I'm letting it get away with. Cactus wanted more in the horsey. I did want a little more in the horsey. I did want a little more. The crisscross pattern is called a lattice. There you go. Thank you, Charlie. Charlie's coming in here saving my butt with the proper terminology here. There we go. But welcome in, Juicy James, Luna. Appreciate all you guys popping in here. Again, we're just talking about artwork tonight. We're just having a good time. Having a good time. All right, so the very next one, of course, is going to be the Dusk Noir. Dusk Noir. So, Dusk Noir. I actually I like the purple in this. I do like how it's going from, like, one is more of a... These do have the monochromatic feel again to them. Like, the Duskull is more of the bluish tones. The Dusclops was more of that kind of turquoise color palette. And then we get to Dusk Noir, and it's got more of this purple color palette, which is really cool. And I feel like it works almost a little bit better to me. Like, my eyes, I like purple, and I'm feeling more, like, depth in this image. Maybe it's because the purple's, like, there's the richness of the purple, and they even did, like, the little bit of, like, the reflection of the glass. So this Dusk Noir is like looking through like the glass of like a sliding door, and you can see how it's you know it's glass because the artist did that. If you look in the top left corner and the bottom right corner, you can see those triangles of that lilac purple color to insinuate that that's a reflection. So again, little details like that I like. I just wish there was kind of more of those little details. Like you can see the detail in the rug on the bottom of this image. You see like the kind of like almost like a cloud pattern, like a wave pattern. So that's cool. The trees in the background are so plain though. I just wish more. And I'm gonna put Dusk Noir with the other three. I'm just gonna put them on my art ranking tier list. I think it's gonna look better if I just kind of put them all together. But I want to be clear that I actually think the Dusk Noir is probably a little bit better than the other two, personally. But I'm just gonna put them all together because I think it looks nice. All right. So let's go to the next one. Cresselia. Cresselia is definitely up there. Cresselia for sure. I'm not even a huge like Cresselia fan, but I like it. Oh, by the way, Sharkfin Adventures, welcome in. I do like the reference as Dardar. Yeah. Still okay. So we had a B, we had an A. Okay, Luna's mad cactus. Yeah, Luna gets very mad at me with all the water types. If I don't rank them S tier, she's like, why? And she's gonna yell at me probably later in the Discord. So yeah. Charlie says B+ for the Cresselia. B+, okay. Or maybe you're talking about the other one. No spammy, Luna. No spammy. Because Luna wants the Cresselia. This is one of her chases. If you couldn't tell. Yeah, I'll stop. Okay, good. No. So Cresselia is very beautiful. I love the sparkle effects in the bottom part. The colors are great with this. I love the special effects of like kind of like how they blurred it out. Like this Cresselia must be like flying through the air at like redonkulous speed, right? And you can see like the camera is completely tilted, so that makes it very interesting in terms of perspective. I like you can see like the trees down below her or him, Cresselia, I don't know. Or maybe someone is going to be like, well, Cresselias are all female cactus. I don't know. I don't want to assume anything anymore. Just the colors are great with this. It kind of reminds me of the Chansey or the Cleffa art rare from Obsidian Flames a little bit. Like it's kind of whimsical. So I can see like the water and the water reflection down below where this Cresselia is hovering in the air. So that's very cool to me. Like all the mountainscapes in the background, snow-covered mountains, very cool. I think this probably looks amazing in person. Again, when I pull it, it's probably gonna look amazing. I think it's earned its way up to A tier. I'm not gonna put it as high. I don't think it's as good as the Horsey or the Houndoom, but I think it's probably gonna be more towards. I think it's not. It was almost B plus, but I think it's just there's enough working great in this image that it's definitely low A tier for me. I like a lot of what they're doing. Does it follow the rule of thirds, Cactus? Technically, no, because the subject is in the dead center of the image here. But I feel like this artist did enough right here with all the stuff that they did for the background and really making a very interesting camera angle on this. It's almost completely upside down, or like on the completely at a 90-degree angle. So it's just very cool. I like it a lot. The upper right has a little bit of the Aurora Borealis. Yeah, see, there we go. Like that too. I think that's what I was thinking of subconsciously. So there you go. Cresselia is not hard to pull, I think. What was the one that Danny Phantom... Do you guys remember Danny Phantom in his 300-pack video? He was struggling to pull one of the art rares. He's like, where is this? I'm starting to sound like Real Breaking Nate if I try to sound like Danny Phantom. He's like, oh, holy buckets, where is... Oh, the Zeraora. He's like, where is this Zeraora? Like, he was like, where is it? So, there we go. Yeah, Charlie, you remember. So you must have been watching it too. So, yeah, the Zeraora, I guess, is like the hardest one to pull if we have to go by what Danny Phantom was doing. And, yeah, he was having a rough go of it. Anyway, so let's move on to the next one, though, guys. Appreciate all of you sticking with me here and just having a good time talking about this artwork. What's next after Cresselia? Yeah, we got the Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory, the Okie Dokie, and the Pheasantipity. Oh, by the way, such a Wisconsin accent. Yeah. I don't like the monkey, but I do love the background. I love the background. Okay, that I can agree with. So as Luna said, I love the background. I love the cherry blossoms. Cherry blossoms are a huge thing. If you don't know Japanese culture, cherry blossoms are a huge thing to the Japanese people. They're very symbolic to them, like spiritually, culturally. They're a huge significance to them. There are, for those of you who don't know, like in Japan, there are festivals just around when the cherry blossoms bloom and when the petals fall and all that stuff. And people will just go to the parks and just have the picnics and just enjoy the whole day, like at the parks. And it's big. Okay, so whenever you see like cherry blossoms in Japanese artwork, it's a very critical cultural thing to them. It's one of the reasons why I love the Iron Crown SAR from Temporal Forces, because it also has a lot of those cherry blossom vibes in it, with like with the vibrant pinks and the neon pinks and the hot pinks of the cherry blossoms. It's a very big part of their culture. So yeah. Wait, Charlie, I'm in Wisconsin too. Yes, I need that card. Oh, yeah, Luna. Well, wait, Luna, you haven't pulled that card yet? I thought you had pulled that card, because you, for those who don't know, Luna's had crazy luck recently in our Discord. But guys, my first thought is I think I'm gonna put it in C rank. I'm gonna put it slightly above the Tapu Bulu here, because it follows the rule of thirds. I really do like the colors of this. I do really like the colors. I like the background. I like all the flowers and all like the little hot like pops of color. Like even like there's little bits of yellow pops of color, and there's like the blues and the pinks and there's the little bits of white splashes in here. Like very small, but the highlights are really good. It ranks low, a C for me, because it's Monkey Dory. I'm like, if another Pokemon had this background, this could be like A tier. Like, no joke. 100%. But yeah, we're going to move on now. Let's go to... Oh, wait. Pheasantipity. Okay, this Pheasantipity, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to put it right on the scale right away. I'm still not sold on a lot of these newer legendaries yet. But I'm going to give Pheasantipity... Right away, I'm going to give it a B. Do I think it deserves A or S tier? I'm not really sure. I do like the colors of this actually a little bit more, because there's more color variation here. Like you can see the greens and like the sandstone of the bottom part of the foreground down below, and then in the further background you have those like really beautiful hues of like the ocean or some sort of like valley in the background, and then you have all these cascading massive pyre stones, like kind of kind of like all encompassing the Pheasantipity here, and then the Pheasantipity's like a lighting effect is all streaking outward. So it really makes a cool, harmonious feeling image. So I really like it a lot for that. And for all those reasons, even though it doesn't follow the rule of thirds, but for all those reasons, I gotta give it a B. So the first legendary, we're talking C. Pheasantipity, what are you guys thinking? I like this one since Kimberly Clark. Okay, got you. I know people are going to use this in their the Gardevoir decks. Oh, it's so Dardar. Yeah, they're definitely going to use the Monkey Dory. And I know that's already been... I know my nephew was working on that and working on a deck with that himself. So I agree with that 100%. And I definitely know it's being used for sure in play right now. Charlie says, A, love the color for the Pheasantipity. So, Charlie, you and I love the color. I think... I actually might even move this a little bit higher than this evolution line. I'm going to put it more towards the higher B range for right now, because I do like the colors. I'm going to give it that, you know? So, yeah. So let's go to the next one. Okay, I'm actually an hour away from you. Oh, well, you guys are closer than you think. All right. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okay, I've seen this Okie Dokie pulled in person. It looks like a pretty decent card, you guys, but it's not. I do like the detail of the rocks in the background, and all the shading and the highlights of the background for all the cliff sides of all these things and these boulders and the rocks that are being crushed and flown forward towards the camera. All very cool details. I even like how they have the grass in the foreground there. You can look closely and see all the detail they put in the grass and the little seedlings and the flowers popping out of the ground of these thick grasses. And I'm just a little. Did anyone else notice this? I just noticed this right now, but the Okie Dokie feels like it was almost like they did the background, and then it feels like the Okie Dokie was almost copy pasted on top of the image, and then they kind of added in some rocks around the edge of the Okie Dokie to look like it was part of the image from the get-go. But to me, it almost feels like as if they did the whole background and were like, oh crap, I forgot to put the Okie Dokie in there, and then kind of went and then put some extra rocks in there, and we're like, okay, it's good. So I think for those reasons, I'm gonna put it for a C. Let me guys know. Let me know if you guys feel like it should be lower. But okay, C, says Charlie. Dardar says C. This one looks Photoshop, says Charlie. Okay. Why do I get LOTR vibes from this, Kimberly? Kimberly. LOTR vibes. Maybe because the cliffs of this Okie Dokie image, maybe they're reminding you of some of the cliffs that you saw in the background of the Twin Towers or something, when they're running through, or even Fellowship of the Ring when they're when they're all together and going through all those picturesque places. So it could be that. So yeah, could be that. Luna says A or maybe B. No, it's C for me. The character. Oh, the character. Oh, maybe you're thinking one of the Urukai or something. Yeah. Yeah. The Zorua. I love the Zorua a lot. I'm gonna be real with you right off the bat here. Obviously, it's not S tier. It's very nice, very, very nice, beautiful card. I think it's gonna be amazing in person. I do like how the camera is really focused on the Zorua, because if you ever used a camera before, like my SLR here that I'm talking to you through, if you ever focus the SLR on someone close up, and if you use a larger aperture, the background is gonna get blurry, just like in this image. So it's definitely doing a great job of kind of giving you that. You're using your own camera to take a shot of this Zorua. Maybe the storyline behind this image is, a couple went to the shrine for the New Year's in Japan, and there's a little Zorua that fell asleep on top of the temple, so they took a picture, and it's late at night. It's like the Lunar New Year, whatever it is, so. So it's not S tier for me, but I would definitely put it in A tier. Do I think it's better than Cresselia? No, I actually think it's probably lower A tier. I think Cresselia is better. And yeah, Horsey and Houndoom are definitely better. So I'd put it lower A tier. I do like it a lot. Again, as always, let me know what you guys think in the chat. And I'd like to see what you guys think as well. I always love to hear if you guys have any specific comments about various parts of the image, let me know. Luna's dropping the Gengars. And Zorua is so good, says Dardar. It looks like a scene from Pokemon Snap. It could, yeah, almost like Very picturesque, very cool. Sleepy baby, says Kimberly Clark. Yes, it's a sleepy baby. You know, it's the little fox type, right? So very cool. I like it. Let's move on to the next one. We have the Q-Fant. Okay. Q-Fant, Luna. I know it's gonna be like S. Just breathe for a second here, Luna. Okay. There's something about this card though that's like a little bit. I like the rainbow. I like how it's kind of splashing the water through its trunk. I like the grasses. I like the color. I like the kind of like watercolory, like the way of the water reflection in the foreground. What's the part of the water that's closest to you, the viewer, right? It almost looks like watercolory, or like someone like kind of did it like with pastels or something. So I think that's very cool. Oh, excuse me again. That's the problem when you're drinking Coca-Cola and out after you've had pizza and everything, and you're on a stream with you guys chilling. So I like the image, love the colors. Rainbow is cool. All those details are good. But I'm gonna see what you guys think. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? It's very cute, but meh. Okay, that's where I was kind of leaning, Kimberly Clark. Kimberly, I didn't want to say it. So I'm gonna click and drag, and I'm gonna hope that Luna doesn't want to like murder me with this. I think it's better than this evolutionary line. Do I think it's better than the Pheasantipity though? Do I think it's better than Pheasantipity? Do I like it more than Pheasantipity? I think I kind of do a little bit. They're very, 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 very close. Very close. Very. Oh, come on. Why won't it? Very close. Okay, let's move that down a little bit. I'm gonna give it like high B. So right now it's like in B plus tier. Very close to A. It just, I don't know what it is, guys. Though it's just, it's very cute image, but I just feel like there's a lot I would have asked the artist to modify for me personally if I was in charge. And it's hard to kind of put my finger on it, and maybe that might be frustrating for you guys, for me to say and not kind of explain why. It's just, I don't know. It feels like a little bit too easy. It feels a little bit too safe. Like, oh, I'm just gonna make the elephants cute and with a rainbow, and it'll be fine. I think maybe it's because the angle of the camera. It's kind of an easy just image that was just like, just put one here, put one here, put one here. Oh, rainbow over the top, and we're good. I just feel like they kind of. I'm getting the impression that it feels like this artist kind of just like phoned it in a little bit with this image. But they did a great job, a fantastic job. I just feel like it was a little, it just feels a little safe to me, just safe. B is okay. Luna says B, like, oh my god, she's crying. I like the brightness that pops from me, says Charlie, got you. I actually like this one a bit more than you. Darter, that's fine. And again, guys, we're going to agree on things. We'll disagree on some things. Like, I might rank something higher, you might rank something lower. So that's why, and again, that's why also I try to warn that I do my personal bias. My personal bias sometimes will come in, right? Looks like there might be an ad that might pop up for you guys soon. Like, that's the first time I've ever seen Yahoo do this for me. They were like, there might be an ad that pops up for some viewers in 45 seconds, counting down. So if you see an ad soon, I apologize. Just skip it. They're skippable ads. So 5 seconds, skip it, and come back to us live. But yeah, so I wish there's a little bit more that could have been done here. That's all. The fracture, I like. It does follow the rule of thirds. My eyes are definitely drawn to it. This is an image where I do feel like there's a little bit more going on, but I like how they chose, like, they could have done something safer. Like, they could have done, like, oh, like the fracture sitting by a lake or by a pool, like by a something, you know? So, like, the argument that I have against the Q-Fant is not the same I have here, because the fracture is literally sitting on, like, it's interesting. It's sitting on the edge of a freaking like waterfall cliff thing, and it's just chilling. And then there's the little is it the Axews behind it that are like having a good time, and they're chilling on those Axews in the back are just like la-di-da-di-da, chilling on the side of a freaking waterfall cliff. So I would be dying, or I would have fell off a long time ago if it was me, right? Because I'm just a bumbling clumsy person. So, like, it's almost like I almost get nervous, like, looking at this card, because it's just like, yeah. Yeah. So, Fracture, Bug Juice. Oh, Bug Juice coming in. Discord gang says Gladiator Collectibles. Albert was welcome in. What's going on? Personal preference. Yes. Okay, so again, here's my personal preference coming in here, because, yes, I do like Fracture a little bit more, of course. But I'm gonna give it low. I'm gonna give it low A for me because I do like it a lot. I do like how you can even see that little bit of the rainbow in the corner, like details like that. Just there's a lot of details. The more I look here, like you can even see like a little bit of like the steam rising off of behind the fracture. If you look right behind his back, you can see at waterfalls, you see like when the water cascades down and it hits other bodies of water, like the steam rises, right? And it kind of billows, and there's stuff like that in this image too. The more I look at it, the more I like it. So yeah, I like it. So I'm gonna put this in low A ranked here. I don't think it's better than the Zorua, but I'm gonna put it up there. It's yeah, it's good. Okay, we got to talk about this image. I love this Persian so much, and I love how this Persian kind of carries over the theme and the feel of Giovanni's SIR from 151. It's such a clever, cool tie-in to that image that the Persian, you guys know, it's my first S tier of the stream. It's got to be S tier because it follows the rule of thirds. The colors are phenomenal. The background is fantastic. You can see all the lights in the city of the background. There's like little dots of like baby blues and reds and maroons and purples and pinks lit up in the background of that cityscape. You can see if you look, you can see the streaks of the traffic in the street down below where the Persian's looking. And I love the reflection of the Persian in the glass and how evil it's almost looking back. It almost feels like it's looking back at us, like the viewer, like you're the person holding the card. It almost feels like it's ominous, bro. It's like it's creepy, terrifying in a cool way. How it's almost staring right back at you if you look hard enough at the card. Anyone else get that vibe? How are you, Blue? Charlie's saying S. Luna's saying A. Oh, we got Blue Moon celebrating 9 months. Let's go full screen here real quick for Blue, my nephew. Appreciate you, Blue, celebrating 9 months. YouTube 9 months. We know what that's for. So, yeah, awesome. Wish me luck. Wish you luck for what? Did you have a tournament coming up soon? I will wish you the best of luck. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. He's going tomorrow to a tournament. That's right. Well, you better win. Give me the good news. By the way, Blue, I don't know if my Shrouded Fable will show up on time. It didn't show up today. If it shows up tomorrow, we'll be able to stream together Sunday. But if not, then I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll have to wait till next weekend then if it doesn't come in time. Pokeballer Mike, you ain't gonna. Oh yeah. Pokeballer Mike says, in between the Persian, I feel like is actually a silhouette of Giovanni. In my opinion, anyone else see that? Wait, hold on. Mike says, in between the Persian, I feel like there's actually a silhouette of Giovanni. Does anyone else see that? Let me see. Mike. You say there's maybe a silhouette of Giovanni in the glass? I don't know if I see it, Mike. I mean, maybe I have to look in person to see it. Because, well, Mike pulled the card in person because he did a stream where he pulled the Giovanni from 151, and I was like, bro, that's a sign when you open up Shrouded Fable, you're going to pull the Persian. And he did pull the Persian, and that was one of his chases, so that was hype to see it. And so you have it in person, so definitely take a close look, and we'll chat over Discord later, and I'm curious to see, really. You might have to turn on the camera. I want to take a closer look. All right, let me go back here, but yeah, definitely S tier for sure. Let's go to the next one. Yo, we got Beware. Beware. In between the Persian and its shadow. Okay, well, I would definitely have to take a look at that later. In the gap between is the rough shape of a person. Ah, okay, so, yeah. Bug Juice also seeing it. Okay. This one is just LOL. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. Beware. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not really sorry for this. Okay. I'm going to give it an F. Okay. Now you're going to say, but Cactus, this follows your rule of thirds, and the colors aren't so bad. And the light reflection, like the sun kind of highlighting it from like behind, like the sun is back here behind it, right? So the sun is directly behind it, and it's kind of giving it this cool halo effect on its like, on the border of it. But it's a very blasé card. I look at this, I feel like the design is blah. I feel like it's just, I get frustrated or I get disappointed if an artist again just kind of like phones it in or is just being very safe. I'm like, no, I want something interesting. Like if I'm tasking you with making a card, like give me your best shot. Like if you're gonna give me a Beware, I want a Beware that's like, I don't know, like maybe sitting on a park bench or like, you know, do like a funny joke like a Yogi Bear tie-in or something. Now I know like the Japanese people wouldn't know about that reference, but I don't know, like it could be like in the wilderness or in a forest or surrounded by some deer. Like, do you know in Japan they have those Nara? If you Google Nara deer, what if the Beware was like kind of like feeding a deer? Something. But this is just blah. So I give it an F because it saddens me that it's just so blah and a lot of wasted lost potential. So I'm just like, yeah. It gets an F for me, and there we go. There we go. Okay. Let's go to the next one. The Kingdra full art. Okay, guys, just to remind you guys, with full arts, I start them off automatically at the C level, and then I have to look at the colors because I don't have much to go on by their background because they just use flat colors or a textured color or design. And so I have to be a little bit more harsh with full arts. So I start them off at the C rank and I say, okay, do the colors, does the overall vibe, does it elevate it to like a B tier? Possibly A, but mostly just shifts it up to a B tier. Does it help elevate the card to a higher level than C? For Kingdra, to start off our full arts for this art ranking stream, I would say yes, it does. So for the Kingdra, for me, I would put this up in B tier, okay? I'm just going to put it right below the whole Duskull evolutionary art rare line here, but still very good. I like this full art a lot. I'm glad that they kind of have more of a turquoise-ish border for the Kingdra. That doesn't really bother me so much because it needed some slightly different color to help it pop a little bit more because it's using more blues for the background. Now, I've criticized other cards in the past for having like a blue Pokemon and a blue background, but for Kingdra, I feel like it kind of works. It's kind of, I like it. I think it works. I think the artist did a good job choosing to do like kind of like white splotches and some other color blues in the background. They didn't just go with a flat blue. That would have bothered me. If they had just done a flat blue on the background and didn't have all these variations of color of blues and light blues and some whites in there, that would have bothered me. That would have put it down to C, possibly D. Like, that would have annoyed me, and I would have been disappointed by that. But because I feel like it works, and it feels like it's like a rush of... It feels like when you... that effect, like when you've ever seen something animated, when the person jumps into a pool and like the camera's underwater, you see like all that water like rush by them. Oh, sorry. And like all the bubbles and everything. That's kind of like the vibe I get from that. So that's why it's B, okay? What do you guys say? Do you guys also say B and everything? I'm just voicing my opinion. This one's not as good as... Well, yeah, definitely not as good as the promo, Dardar, for sure. Charlie says boring. Blue Moon says D. You put it that low. Okay. It's mid, but the new water energies are cool, and the SR in the box is good. Oh, so Blue. So those of you guys don't know. So I did pick up one of these boxes at Walmart tonight. So very, very cool. And I will open this here on the stream. You guys can tell me when I should open it. Should I open it now, or should we wait till the end? Wait till the end? Stick around. Here we go. All right. Let's go to the next one. Tell me in the chat. Oh, the Rever Room. Why do we have another Rever Room full art? Can someone explain to me in the chat, why do we have another Rever Room full art? Why? Why, guys? Why? Hold on. Sorry, I had a pop up there of some files. Why do we have another Rever Room full art? Why? Why did we do this? Why did we do this? Who did this to us? Who hurt us? Charlie says, are we lagging a little bit? Are we lagging a little bit, guys? I'll check my stream here. Are we lagging a little bit? We might have had a lag. Did we have a lag hiccup there? Just make sure I'm live, guys. I might have had a lag hiccup there. Dar says oof. Charlie says F. Blue says F. Luna says C. Yeah. Oh, Luna and Blue says now. No, we're gonna have to wait just a little bit. Well, wait a little bit. Are we back? Are we back now? Are we back? Hold on. We're a little laggy. Hold on. Maybe let me check the bit rate here. Maybe I should close out of a couple things. Let me close out of... I'm closing out a couple things. Maybe that helped the lag here, guys. Hold on. I closed out... I didn't realize I still had Canva open. We're okay in my end now? Okay, we're okay. Okay, we should be good now. Okay, good. Okay. All right, so, yeah, so apologies for that. Apologize for that. But, guys, I'm going to put the rubber room for me. Is it an F tier? It's damn near close. You know what? You know what? You're right. I was going to maybe put it in D tier. But, guys, it's a letdown for me. It's a letdown. And I can't really talk about it too much because I was kind of hoping to see something else get a full art instead. But Rever Room gets it again, so nah, I'm gonna keep going. Guys, we got the Okie Dogie. We got Okie Dogie. What do we think? What do we think with Okie Dogie? We are back now, says Dardar. Okay, good. All right, tarot cards are just break cards 2.0. Yeah, it's facts. So we have the dog here. We got the dog with the orange and the kind of somewhat brownish background. Okay, we're gonna start off at a C. As I said, we start off full arts at a C. Is it good enough to go into B tier? No. Is it good enough to stay in C tier? I don't think so. I think Okie Dokie goes down in like the D tier. I don't think it's F because I do like the colors of the monkey. So I almost said Monkey Dory. I get confused with these names, guys. I do like the colors of the Okie Dokie itself. I think the background colors were a mistake. I think the background color should have been like a lightish pink or maybe like a kind of light pink purple blend to kind of go with the pink and whatever of like the thing around its neck. I think it should have been like streaks of pink and that colors. Maybe like I said, maybe even purples. I think would have helped it pop a little bit more. But I think that was a bad choice. I don't like these kind of battery colors, these autumn colors for it. It doesn't work for me, so I'm putting it down into the D range. I see some of you guys saying C, 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 C. See, you guys are being a little bit nicer with this. I'm putting it down. I think it's a D. The background contrast is what I like here. Okay, I sometimes I do like background contrast. I do, and there are sometimes I think it works, and in this situation, I don't feel like it does. You know what? If this had red, if this had like red and pink, or like it needed. The autumn fall colors just don't vibe with me. I do like contrasting colors. I see what you're saying. I just don't feel like it works in this card here for me. Okay. But I do like where your head's at, and you're right. There are some very, very good examples of Pokemon cards where contrasting colors worked out amazingly. Absolutely. So yeah. Monkey, perfect example. Oh my God, perfect example. Okay, so as much as I really don't like these legendaries, I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't really like them so much. But look at how much this Monkey Dory pops from the background because of that kind of lava lampy swirl of color from the purples and the hot pinks and the really those really dark purples and the kind of there's a little bit of few splotches of like kind of like a maroon or like rose red pink colors in there. I think it pops. And as much as you don't like Monkey Dory, I can't give this D. Do I think it deserves C? I almost think it could get a B. And I'm kind of shocked at that. Like, I almost think it gets a B, guys. I'm gonna put it in B, and then I'll look at what you guys say in the comments because I can't see the comments right at this very second. I think I'm gonna put it low B just because I do like that. B. A, better than the Kingdra. B, higher than Kingdra. Okay, so I still like the Kingdra a tiny bit more, even though with the contrasting colors, I like the Kingdra just a little bit more, just a little bit, because I like Kingdra. I'm a simp for Kingdra a little bit, but I'm going to definitely give it a B tier for it, for sure. So I will definitely put it in the B tier, absolutely, 100%. That's what I'm going to do. Pokeballer Mike says high C tier for that card. Meh. We're gonna give it a B. We're gonna give it low B. High C, low B. Oh, excuse me. Again, Coca-Cola. Be careful with soda. All right, next one. Yo, we got the Pheasantipity. What do you guys think about Pheasantipity? I'm not gonna say my exact thoughts just yet. What do you guys think about Pheasantipity? Let me know in the chat right now. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Let me know. Don't listen to Mike. He's off that yoo-hoo again. Oh, yeah. What was that, Mike? You drinking all that yoo-hoo?
Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't ask you. I asked Mike, are you drinking that yoo-hoo?
We got, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He says, oh, yeah. He's drinking that yoo-hoo. All right, he's on that yoo-hoo train tonight, guys. Dardar says, doesn't like it as much. Doesn't like it as much. Okay. B above the Duskull. I was almost going to rank it, yeah, I was going to rank it in the B tier. Let me show you where I was going to put it. Let me show you where I was going to put it. Do I think it's better than the Monkey Dory? Guys, I don't think it's better than the Monkey Dory. I'm going to put it low B tier. This B tier is getting really big, but that tells me it's kind of a... That definitely kind of reinforces my feeling that this is kind of a... This set is overall pretty mid. I'm finding things... I'm struggling to find the positives in this set. I'm going to put Pheasantipity. Do I think it's a little bit better than C? I do. I do like the swirl of the pinks in the background. These are complementary colors, so they're not contrasting colors. But I do like this. I like it. So I'm going to give it low B tier. I think the Monkey Dory and the Kingdra in terms of full arts are better. So I'm going to put it down here. So, but I do like, thank you guys for letting me know in the chat what you're thinking. This is nice, but it reminds me way too much of the Moltres. Okay, got you. From Chilling Rain. Got you. Okay. PBM's getting a wave from Poke7s. Dardar agrees with Mike. The background has a Pheasantipity shape. Yeah. Okie dokie, Monkey Dory, Pheasantipity. Pheasantipity. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next one. What do we got next? We got the Peturunt. The Peturunt. I don't really. Okay, my personal bias. Warning. My personal bias is coming in here. I don't really get Peturunt. I don't get it. Don't really like it. I don't get it. I do like the color. I gotta give it props to the background. I'm not a fan of this Pokemon. I'm not a fan of this full art. It's just, I do like, the one thing I do like about this background is that the colors, they kind of remind you of, have you guys ever seen those TikToks or those Instagrams of someone who's like, they get like a little like plate of color, and then they take like a stick, like a little toothpick, and then they drag it through like a couple different colors, and they kind of like whittle it all together, and then they put the shirt down into it, and then they pull it up out, and it's got this crazy cool colorful design. It kind of feels like that. The background feels like that. So I don't think I feel like I can give this higher than a C, but I'm gonna move it up. I think I'm gonna put it a little bit below actually the Monkey Dory art rare. It's just not my bag. Okay, it's just not my fave. I'm gonna give it credit though. I'm gonna leave it in C tier because I think the background is phenomenal. I kind of like that swirly, colory vibe. That tie-dye vibe to it, like you're about to dip your shirt into it to give it like a pop of color. But yeah. What's up, Rich Boy Skin? What's going on? The BG has a graffiti style. Yeah, I can see that too, for sure. It has the EX has a lot of texture. Okay, got it. But yeah, so we're gonna move on from this one. Ooh, we're getting into full art trainers, and we're getting to the full art, and then we're gonna move. Well, so we got it through all the full art Pokemon, and now we have the 4 full art trainers. And as I said at the beginning of the stream, it's weird to me that only the Cassiopeia, which you see on the screen right here, that's the only one that got an SAR because of how small the set is. It would have been hype if there was more SARs, and that these other 3 trainers after this would have got an SAR too. So. Cassiopeia full art, I like it a lot. I like the computer in the background. I like the Eevee. I like the highlights. I like the lighting is great. I like the details on her glasses. If you can see the reflection of the computer screen in her glasses there, great details. The light of the screen, that kind of greenish hue of the screen, is hitting off all the articles of her clothing and giving it those good highlights. You can even seeing it down on her skirt, and you can even see some detail below the desk, like there's probably it's like a tiled floor. You can see like the texture on it, and then there's also something behind the Eevee backpack is kind of cool. Like, well, not cool, but I don't know, what is there, like a pile of drinks there or something? Like maybe she's a little bit of a slob. You know, again, maybe I'm reading too much into that. I like it a lot, though. For a full art trainer, I like it. I've seen it pulled several times now in Danny's video. I've seen it pulled in Rev's video. I think he pulled it several times. So I do like the Cassiopeia. I'm going to rank it A. I'm going to put it... does it go above Fracture? I don't know. I think I'm going to put it low A tier. I'm going to put it like A- in that kind of area for right now. I like it, though. I do like it. A above Cresselia. I love this one. SAR is S tier for me. Yeah, so we'll get to the SARs here soon. The real life texture makes it better, Dardar says. Yeah, we'll have to... Oh, no, I think you said that about the Pecharunt. So, but I'm sure the Cassiopeia texture also looks amazing in person. But guys, let's go to the next full art trainer we have here, of course, is Colress's Tenacity. Tenacity. Again, the colors look good for this Manfu. I like the blues. The whites of his lab coat look great. Or, I'm sorry, wait, is Colress... I think someone corrected me once. Is Colress a chick? I can't. Someone please help me. I feel like I'm going to be embarrassed about this. Please someone help me. Oh, God. Someone's gonna be like, Cactus Colress is a chick. I pulled this one today, asking hand. Someone correct me on this. The Colress though does look good. I like it. I'm gonna get so many corrections. Someone help me. Help me. Oh man. Kimberly, the scarves are from Pecharunt. Basically, they're hypnotized by it, and the scarves are the way they show the trio is under Pecharunt's control. Oh, okay. Charlie says B above the Monkey Dory. To my knowledge, Colress is a guy, says Bug Juice. Okay, Colress is a guy. Okay. All right, good. Okay, so I thought it was I thought they were a guy too. I just want to be sure. All right, Colress's Tenacity. I'm going to give it Colress, I do like you. I think your full art is good. I like the angle of like the computer instrument panel of the background. It's not like a flat, it's like at an angle. So the camera's at an angle. It's interesting. It's following the rule of thirds. I like the detail of the eyes, the face. The hand is really well drawn. Sometimes certain artists can't draw hands. It's a thing, trust me. I like it. I'm going to give it... do I think it goes up in A tier? I mean, like, I think it's better than all these full arts and these art rares. I think it's better than Pheasantipity. I think it's better than Q-Fan. I'm going to put it up in upper B tier. I think it's not quite A tier, but it's pretty darn close. There's only like a couple minor things I would have asked the artist to change, but otherwise, I don't know. Like, I almost think it could be A tier. Like, I could move this up to A tier next to Cassiopeia, because I actually like this a lot for a lot of reasons. You know, I think I am going to do that. I think I'm going to put those next to each other because they're quite good. They're quite good. All right. Janine's secret art. I like it. Follows rule of thirds. It almost doesn't follow the rule of thirds, actually, because her head kind of goes towards the center part of the image, which can be a little boring. But again, I love the angle of the shot. I love like the background where it's like she's up in the rafters of this. Probably she's definitely up in the rafters. So she's not on the floor. She's like kind of bounded or flipped probably up onto the rafters of this like dojo. So I think that's kind of cool little detail. I love her pose. I love the colors of her outfit and everything really pops. I like that the background actually is a slightly faded color, so it helps her character pop more. I think that was a good choice. And yeah, you can even see like the little bit of like the reflection of the camera, or maybe that's like little dust particles. I think that might be like little dust particles they're trying to insinuate. So even this artist that was just doing a full art kind of definitely put their best foot forward with this. So I really appreciate that. So I definitely got to give props for it. I almost wonder, like, is it better than Pheasantipity? Yes. Monkey Dory, all this stuff. I almost might put this up in A too, like, because these trainers are actually pretty solid, you guys. I think so. I'm going to put it up in A tier with the other two. Like, they're all next to each other. I like it. For all those reasons that I just listed off, I like it. Charlie says B+. The shadows in this one are neat, says Dardar. Okay. It's the hand past the border for me. Male lizard, says Poke7s. Colress is lizard. Colriz, I like that. Colress is Colress. Yes. All right. All right. Let's go to the next one, guys. Let's go to the next one. Zerosic. How am I pronouncing? I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that, but Zerosic's Machinations or Machinations. I think it's pronounced that way for, because you don't say machinations. No, you say machinations because it's like his, like what he's planning. His machinations are like what are his, what are his evil plans? So I do like the colors of his jacket is that really rich, vibrant red, scarlet, with this little pops of, bright reds in the corner there. And down near where his gloves are at, there's the pops of brighter reds there. The reflections of his, like, kind of lava-y feeling glasses. His like, even, like, you can see, like, even the little bit of reflection on his headset thing. So, like, little details for that I'm looking at. There's a walkway above him that's also angled, so it's not just, like, a flat walkway. Like, that would have been boring. So there's everything's like angles, which is really cool. The shadows are really well done. The lighting's really well done. I just don't know if... because the camera, though, is so zoomed up on his chest, it feels it feels maybe a tiny bit more boring to me. Like, I don't know if this will get an A tier for me personally. I feel like this might also be, like, B tier for me. Like, I think, yes, higher than all this. Higher... you know what? I don't even... It's just... I wish it was as good as... I wish I felt better about this one as much as I do the other ones. I'm gonna put it down here with the Monkey Dory, actually. Like, do I think it's even better than that? I actually think the Monkey Dory is... No. I'm gonna put it there in B tier. I'm conflicted with this card, but I'm gonna put it in B tier. That's where I feel right now. I'm gonna leave it there. Blue, you're having a bad headache. I hope you feel better, my friend. Feel better, my nephew. Feel better. Are you gonna have a... Oh, you have to go to bed. Okay, because, yeah, chillax. We'll talk to you. I'll talk to you later tomorrow. If I get the shipment in, Blue. If not, then I will still try to contact you to let you know, like, what the deal is. But sleep well, all that good stuff. And let's go on to the next card. We got to move this along because we're almost... I want to get this done by, like, 9:30 because this is actually a small set, and I'm taking too long with these. So let's kind of... Maybe we'll start rapid-firing through the rest of these. Okie dokie, what do we think? I will be honest with you. I don't really like a lot of these SIRs. This is probably going to be the set with, like, the fewest S-ranked things. I don't like how they zoomed in on the character so much. I wish that the camera was zoomed out because I wanted to see more of Okidogi's body. This just really feels like, this feels like, I think I said in Pokestock stream last night, I was like, Stock, these just feel like glammed up full arts. And he's like, yeah, I could see that. And honestly, my feelings on these SIRs hasn't really changed. So Okidogi EX SIR, I don't, like, it really feels like most SIRs for me, guys, in the past get, like, the S spot because they're so good. And if they don't make the S tier, then they'll get, like, A tier. And I think there's been a couple that maybe go down to B tier. Unless, okay, Obsidian Flames, there was the Ice Cube SIR. I'm pretty sure I put that down in, like, D tier. Or maybe even F tier. If I remember correctly. I think I gotta put this in C tier. I don't feel great about it. I'm gonna give it, like, a C+, because I think it's a letdown. Do I think it's so bad that it goes D tier or F tier? No, but it's a letdown. So C, it gets this ranking because it's a letdown for me. So I'm putting it in C tier. And what are you guys saying? Aluna saying goodbye to Blue Moon. Charlie says C. Okay, so you guys also thought C. Yeah, it's a very mid to me. And let's spoiler alert. A lot of these SIRs, again, feel very mid to me. Like Monkey Dory. It's zoomed in so much that I wish I could see more of, like, what's going on here. He's like flipped upside down, like, but I'm like, okay, but I want to know, like, more of, like, the story of what's going on with this card. It's just like, let's have Monkey Dory, like, here's, like, I'm the boss at Pokemon. I go to this artist and I say, I want Monkey Dory hanging upside down. Okay, like, any more details on that boss? Like, any more, like, hanging upside down from what? Like, is he hanging off from, like, the upside of a building, or is he, like, hanging down from a tree, like, in a shaded tree? He's kind of, like, watching from the shadows. Like, what's my prompt? Like, what am I doing? Like, oh, what about, or, oh, well, I don't know, just draw him upside down. Like, how do you want them cropped? I don't know. Just draw them upside down. What about the background? I don't know. Maybe just some color splotches and some of the, you know, his, like, whatever, the scraggly line things. Like, come on, guys. Like, C tier. I'm going to kind of put these are probably going to end up all next to each other. It just feels very, like, I don't know if I can blame the artists so much for this, because I feel like were the artists for these cards, like, pushed and forced in this direction for these SIRs? I don't know. Like, I don't, like, and I feel like that might be the case because all these SIRs are basically set up the same way. Like, zoomed in with the camera, really kind of boring, and, like, nothing going on. So, I'm just, like, I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. Pheasantipity. I've seen this card. Out of all four of these SIRs, I think in person, this one looks the most boss because the reds pop. The pinks on the Pheasantipity like really pop. I think the texture works amazingly on this card. The highlights that they chose, kind of like that kind of turquoise-ish or light blue for the foreground with like the chain thing, actually helps it pop. But still, like out of the 3 SIRs we've seen so far, and there's one more after this, there's the Petulant, I would, I guess, rank this at the top, but I'm still gonna put this in C tier. Like, because it's just, it feels, and again, I don't know if I can blame the artists for this 100%, because I feel like they were boxed into this corner that they had to do it this way. That's what their art director said they wanted or whatever. And I think that was just a huge mistake. Huge mistake. So, Pheasantipity is going to go in the high C tier. We're talking like C+ range. And there we go. Okay? All right. What did you guys say for the Pheasantipity? Also C, it's mid, hard to see. Does anyone else want to flip them over? Flip them over, yeah. I feel like most cards are made because an artist wants to draw them. This whole trio feels like it wasn't made with an artist's passion. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it feels flat. It feels like I'm the artist and someone's behind me, like telling me, like, no. I want plain and boring. I want. Like, what are you doing? Because I know Pokemon has some really stellar artists. We've seen what the artists at the Pokemon Company can do. Like, well, maybe they don't work for the Pokemon Company directly. Most of these might be contractors, but still, you get what I'm talking about. Like, we know what these Pokemon artists can do, and this is not the best they can do, not by a long shot. So, that's what disappoints me, and that's what upsets me, and that's what makes me like kind of frustrated, because I'm like, I know we've all seen what they can do. Like, look at this Kingdra. Look at this Kingdra. This is what you can do, Pokemon artists. Like, look at it. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay. And look what you did to our newer legendaries. And here's Petulant. I don't really like this legendary. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I say sorry a lot, and then I'm not sorry because I'm really not. Because I almost want to give this an F, but the art is just good enough to not get an F, but is like giving it a D too harsh for me. Like, Cactus, you're being too harsh, but like this just feels even more lazy. It does. Out of all of them, I like the Petulant EX SIR the best. Dar, I guess we're just gonna have to like, and we're, again, as I said, we're not gonna agree on everything, and that's okay. Like, that's what Pokemon does. You know, that's what it does to us. Sometimes we just have to, well, disagree, but I do. Okay, let me walk through it. Let me try to convince myself if this deserves a C, at least a C tier, and to stay with the other SIRs. Okay, let me look at it. I gotta look objectively. I gotta stop. I'll try to be a little less biased. The colors on this are nice. I do like how the chain in the front, in the foreground, that's very interesting. That helps give this SIR a lot of depth. So I gotta give that consideration. This SIR does have a lot of cool, like, kind of 3D effect to it, because we have that chain that's really close to us in the foreground here, that's like really at the front of the card. Then there's the one going off in that direction, and then there's all the ones kind of crisscrossing and stuff. So that is compositionally speaking, for a piece of artwork, that is very interesting. It definitely, like, my eyes are kind of like really interested in this. And the colors are nice. The background is just a letdown, but the background is a letdown. Oh, excuse me, I apologize for my yawning. The background is just as disappointing for me as the other ones. So you know what? I will put it in C rank, but I gotta put it down. You know what? I think it's better. Okay, it's better than Monkey Dory. The Monkey Dory, I think, is the most disappointing, actually. I gotta be honest with myself here. I actually think the Monkey Dory probably upsets me the most. Is it better than the Okie Dokie? I think it's better than the Okie Dokie. You know what? So I'm going to put it up there in the high C tier with the Pheasantipity because actually, now that I looked at it objectively and tried to be less biased, I do think it's better than the other two. So, yeah. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay. Yeah, I feel better about that now. Oh, okay. So we've all been waiting for this one. Now, I know Gladiator Collectibles, Albert, I know you're not too crazy about this, about her, but I actually really do like this SAR trainer card. I like most of the waifu. Well, I know she's not a waifu, she's a young girl, but okay, most times we call waifus like all just female trainers. But Cassiopeia, do I think it's better than the Persian? It's close. I think it's very, very close. I think for me personally, I would put the Cassiopeia like a tiny bit above the Persian. A very, very tiny bit above the Persian, okay? Because for me personally, it's my chase of the set is the Cassiopeia. I love the colors. I love the detail, the keyboard. And you can see like all those energy drinks. Yeah, see, those were energy drinks. So in the full art, you can see like she had energy drinks off to the side. I thought those were can-shaped. So those are definitely like energy drinks. And you can see how, look, again, I'm crazy about details. I love the details, how you can see, like, not only are there cans there, like energy drinks, but you can see that the top is opened. So they're probably empty cans that she's drank, like, while doing computer work or whatever. You can see, like, the Sylveon in the background. I think Albert said, is that a real Sylveon or a fake Sylveon? But I'm pretty sure I think in the meta, like, Cassiopeia or Penny has actually a Sylveon, she actually has a Sylveon. So I think it's legit. Like, I think that's like her, almost like her companion. And then she's got the EV phone, like, you know, floating right there. So there's a lot of great details in this image. I love it. The textures are great. The filters and special effects of this are great. Like, you can see all the reflections of all the bar graphs or the line graphs and all that stuff. So it's S tier for me, for sure. Wait, what did Luna say? No way. Luna says C tier for the Cassiopeia. You hate this one, Luna? That's surprising. Hey guys, it's currently 4 a.m. for me. I still wanted to pop in to say, Adam, appreciate you, but make sure you get some rest, fam. Don't stay up too late, but you're already up. It's 4 in the morning, so get some rest, fam. Loves the Sylveon on the side, says Kimberly. Dardar shouting out Adam. The shadow on her hood is sick. Reminds me of Star Wars Dark Light Side. Yeah, the hood is cool. I like all that stuff, so I like it. It's S tier for me. But guys, we're getting down to the final few cards here. I think we just got the golds left, right? Yeah, the golds. Okay, just like full arts, the golds to me they start off at C and they stay there or they go lower. But for me, like, golds kind of annoy me because, again, it's like they're just the full arts, but slightly worse. But sometimes the gold actually works better than the full art. That has happened where I've ranked the gold slightly higher than the full art. But for me, sometimes they just feel lazier because all they did was just run it through Photoshop and like, make it gold. Click, click, click. Great, we have another card for the set. Da-ding! You know, so I'm going to put the Petron gold. I think it's better than the Okie Dokie, so I'll put it down there. I'm not really going to explain much about that, and that's where I would put it. I would put it down there. I just, yeah, it's very meh. But yeah, Adam, appreciate you. Yeah, go get some sleep. I'll see you on Sunday. Adam. I'll be here. Hopefully we'll have Shrouded Fable for Sunday. If not, then I'll have to do maybe like my Evolving Skies break or something like that. But guys, we're going to rush through these last couple golds here, and I'll have to get set up with my camera here so we can open up this Kingdra box and see if we get lucky tonight. I want to take a closer look at the promo, right? It's going to be great. All right, let's go look at the next one here. Earthen Vessel. Earthen Vessel's fine, but it's like, it's fine. Do I put it in C tier? I don't know. It's just, it's a little... This is not a knock against gold cards. This card might even be worth like 20 or 30 bucks. I don't know, because I know Earthen Vessels were very playable, like in Lost Box decks, or the decks that needed, like, you had to run the Koraidon and use this, you had to use Earthen Vessels for it. I'm gonna put it above the Pecharon in D tier, but I'm putting it low. I'm just some of these golds aren't really doing it for me, so yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit harsh on them. But yeah, it's not my yeah. Where's the Kingdra SAR? Luna, I didn't. I think I told, maybe you weren't there in the Discord when I said it, or I think I said at the beginning of the stream as well. But that's a $50 card. Yeah, so it's very playable. Yeah, so it's like, okay, so the Earthen Vessel is like Buddy Buddy Poffin. Very playable. And I know the Buddy Buddy Poffin from Twilight Masquerade is still like 35, 40 bucks. So to see Earthen Vessel worth even more, that means that people want probably a full playset, or probably putting them in their blinged out decks. So yeah, I believe it for sure. And guys, I apologize if I say a lot. I realize it's one of my things I try to avoid with talking too much, or I say like. So I do apologize for that. All right, so in the next gold we have coming up, there is the Power Glass. Power Glass is cool. I like the design of it, but again, it's a gold card. It says, at the end of your turn, after your attack, if the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot, you may attach basic energy of card from your discard pile to it. I mean, that's kind of interesting. I don't know if that's very playable. I mean, you guys can let me know in the chat. Power Glass. I don't know what the playability of something like this is. I'm pretty sure there's other trainer cards that are better to have in your deck besides this. So this is probably like maybe people have experimented with this. I don't know. Someone in the chat can tell me. But I'm also going to put that down in D tier. It's very... is it above Earthen Vessel? I think I kind of like the design of it. Nah, Earthen Vessel... nah. I'm gonna leave it there. I wouldn't get too bent out of shape about these guys. They're just the gold cards, item cards. You know, it's fine. Like, you know, you'll survive if we disagree on these item cards. It's fine. All right, and then we have the final two coming up here, which is the two basic energies. Now, these were the energies that were pulled from... I believe these energies were pulled from Paldean Fates. So they saved these and put them in... it might become playable in Stellar Crown, says Dardar. Oh, okay. So... I will definitely keep that in mind, Dardar. So keep an eye out for the Hourglass and see what happens there. So the both energies, guys. I like both energies. I'm a sucker for gold energies. I think they always look great in person. I love the sparkle of them. So I'm gonna be generous, I think, and I think I'm gonna move. I'm going to put both energies. I'm going to go back to back. I'm going to put both energies up in the C tier. And I feel like I have to... I don't know. I feel like I have to move the Tapu Bulu down. I was kind of thinking about that for some time. The Tapu Bulu is kind of boring and blah to me. So I'm going to put that down in D tier, honestly. It's just blah. Okay? So without further ado, guys, that's the end of my final tally here. You can see I put the Beware and River Room are down there. But this is my final tally. If you guys, again, if you want to make your own tier maker list, share it in our Discord. If you're a member, please feel free to do so in the lounge or in our general chat. And I'd love to see them. Again, you can download it from the link in the top of the pinned comment at the top of the chat, or it's also in our community. I put the link in the community post. If you lose the link here in today's chat, it'll be in the community post. And make your own thing. I'd love to see it. And in a second here, I'm going to open up this Kingdra box before we wrap up the stream. But thank you guys for chilling with us here. So let's and if there's someone here that we can raid, that would be great. If I have any of my mods that are actually still here, let me know if there's someone live that we can raid. There's only a few of us here, though, so we might not even raid, honestly. We might just kind of call it, because usually this is one of my least popular streams that I do, and I know I typically do them later at night, so my usual probably watchers are more earlier in the day, and that's okay. And I'm also competing with, like, you know, CTR and all those people, so I get it. But let me get the droid cam here set up so I can I can stream card cam. It should pop up here in a moment, I think. It might not. Nope, it's not doing it. Hold on. Hold on. What's the port? What is the port? I thought Surge is live. Oh, Surge is live too again? Okay. I think you'll like the shiny reverse energies from this set. Oh, Dardar, I do like those shiny reverse energies. I like all the reverses. I like the designs of the reverses from this set. I really do. Like, I'll be honest with you. Love them, you know? But, yeah, let me look at Droid Cam. Let me just make sure that this is set up right. Properties. Oh, you know what? It's not, like, letting me, I might have to go full screen for this, you guys. We might have to go full screen, or if I can get this to work, but it's not cooperating. Not cooperating. Hold on. It won't let me go to it. All right, so we might have to go full screen for this. This will be kind of weird or awkward or whatever. Hold on. So guys, if we can just remain patient here. Thank you guys who are watching, just chilling with me here. And I'm just gonna have to open this awkwardly because it's not connecting to my Droid Cam here. I also did just update OBS before we started, so that might have also been the problem. Because I haven't updated OBS in a few weeks, and it kept saying, do you want to update? Do you want to update? And yeah. So we're gonna open up this right here. The Kingdra Special Collection box. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll have to show it to you on, I'll do it like Mike does, but it's gonna be blurry because this camera does not have an autofocus. It's focused on me. So I might have to like open it back here for you guys to see, so it's gonna be far away. But wow, look at that Kingdra. That Kingdra is fantastic. It's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. All right, we have 5 packs from this. I bought this at Walmart earlier tonight. When I went to pick up my pizza, it was $29 and like 80 something cents. So you get this for 30 bucks. You only get 5 packs. So it's basically, it works out to $6 a pack. But you do get that Kingdra SAR promo, which is crazy, crazy good. And it looks like we have 3 Peturant art packs and we have 2 Pheasantippides. So let's see what happens. Hey Crazy Cactus says Big Slim, welcome in. Big Slim are getting toward the end here. We've ranked all the cards. My card cam isn't working though, and I'm opening up some Shrouded Fable. I picked these up at Walmart. If you missed it, and we'll see what happens. I don't know how this is gonna be. What should I do? Boom, Eevee. This is gonna be a little awkward. I know it's not great. It's not great for us here, but I do like these reverses as Poke 7s, and you guys said. Reverses are nice from this set. I like that. Okay, so nothing in the first pack. Wah, wah, wah. I'm gonna have to do the sound effects for myself.
Emotional damage.
I've seen the pull rates are pretty tough for this set. Very tough. So we got another Peturant pack art here. The mic is in focus. I think you'll be good showing cards close to the cam. Yeah. So, yeah. But see, like if I go close to the cam, it doesn't have an autofocus. So like if I do that, you guys won't, I mean, you can try. I can try. Or if this, you know, I think we're just going to stick with this. Like that. Like that. Houndoom. Colress. We got, I don't know. Weavile. Reverse, something. Reverse Sneasel. And, oh, we got the full art. We got the full art Okie Dogie that I gave a D. I gave the full art Monkey Dogie a D, and we pulled that out of the second pack. Okay, we'll take it. Oh man, I was so rough on this card, and now it's like, you see what this set is gonna do to you? Oh man. Our local opened up close to 50 packs today of not much more, and didn't pull all the EXs. Well, there's only 6 regular EXs. Are you talking about like all the EX, like full arts and stuff, Dardar? Because there's only 6 regular EXs in the set. That's it. There's the 4 psychic types, which are the legendaries, and then there's the Terastallized Revoloom, and there's one other EX, which is the Kingdra EX. So there's only 6 EXs, regular EXs in the set. That's it. That's it. This set is tiny. It's tiny, bro. It's tiny. All right. Toxicroak, I think it was. Eevee. Bah. Golbat, or is that Zubat? Zubat, I think. What's her face? Also, was it Decidueye? Volcarona. Duskull. You got a Volcarona reverse. And then we have Dusk Noir Hollow in the background. Okay. So we're 3 packs in. We got 2 more packs, but we did pull a... Even if we don't get anything else out of these last 2 packs, we got a full art out of 5 packs, which actually I'm not too upset about. I'm not too upset about at all. We might have to do a little tiny raid to Surge. There's only gonna be like 5 of us raiders. Appreciate all you guys that are still sticking around, but that'll be funny. He'll get a kick out of that, and we'll have to put like 5s in the chat or something, and we'll put like Cactus 5 raid or something. All right, Sylveon, Yveltal, kind of reminds me of the one from the Amazing Rare one. Hourglass, Sylveon reverse, Volcarona reverse. So we got same. Yo, we got 2 full arts. We got the Kingdra full art. We got Kingdra full art from this. This is a Kingdra full art from the Kingdra box. Is that a that's a good sign, I think. So 2 full arts out of this box. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that for sure all day. Wow. All right. Okie dokie and Kingdra full art. So one of the full arts I definitely liked, and one of the ones I did not like. So guys, we're on last pack. We've pulled 2 full arts out of 4 packs. So yeah, I'm happy with this. This could just be a dud pack, and I'm fine. We're good. Luna, where are you? She might be chilling, or they might be playing like a round of Fortnite. They sometimes doing some late night Fortnite matches. I think your lightning energy was a reverse hollow. Yeah, it was. It was, Charlie. I did. Oh, so also was the fire energy. This is reverse. You see that? Reverse hollow. So I had a fire energy reverse as well. Luna, I don't know. Someone's shouting you out. I don't know, Luna. It's not me. But we have 2 full arts out of 4 packs. This is last pack magic. Do we got anything else? Any art rares? Let's see if we got an art rare. Nope, no art rares from this box. Hold on, wait, no, this is the first reverse. Hold on. We have 1 more. Nope. Okay, so no art rare from this box. And we have an EX. We have the Okie Dokie EX. We got 3 hits out of this box, you guys. We got the Okie Dokie EX here, last pack magic. And then we have the Okie Dokie full art and the Kingdra full art. So we got 3 hits out of this box. That's not bad at all. I mean, I was expecting the worst because I've seen just really bad pull rates so far. So we have Okie Dokie EX, Okie Dokie full art, and Kingdra full art. That's out of 5 packs. I'll take that. So we'll definitely take that. Now, guys, there's only, again, 5 of us like left still in here. I appreciate all you guys that have stuck around this whole time. I appreciate all you guys sharing with me your thoughts about the artwork for this set. It means a lot to me that you stuck around the whole time, so thank you for being here. And if we could just, if we could go raid Surge, I'm not gonna redirect. I'm just gonna drop the link in the chat for you guys. So if we can go raid Surge right after this, you'll see the end screen pop up. But if we could go raid Surge, that would be amazing. But as always, guys, I want to thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking my streams. Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you. I know there's not too many of you, but it means a lot that you were here, chilling with us, sharing your own rankings for this set. I wish you the best of luck with this set. I wish you the best of luck finding the set out in the wild, in all your openings and everything. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday. I hope we can have Shrouded Fable with my nephew, Blue Moon, for Sunday. If not, I'll have something else ready to go. But thank you guys. Let's go raid Surge. Say Crazy Cactus raid and drop a bunch of 5s in his chat. Let's go over there, and I'll see you over there in a couple minutes. Peace.